Hi there, I'm Vincent Boss and I provide dating and self-improvement advice. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing don't feel scared after a breakup. Here are 3 reasons not to be fearful. Number 1, this might not be the end. So you never know when the story ends in any chapter of your life. And this also goes with breakups. Although the breakup is currently taking place, you don't know what the future holds. So obviously, I don't know from your perspective whether you want the breakup to have happened, whether you think it should have happened, whether you want your ex back, or whether you're switching between all of these thoughts and feelings. But the fact is, you don't know how things are going to be in a month's time, 3 months' time, 6 months' time, a year's time. Okay, things can look pretty bleak, but they can change very quickly. Or it could be something that comes out of nowhere, out of the blue, many months into the future. You just don't know. So I'm here to tell you, do not be fearful that the breakup is taking place, even if you're really wishing that it never happened, even if you really want your ex back straight away. I'm here to tell you that if you do everything right, then there's every chance you can get back with your ex. It doesn't always happen. I'm not here to pretend that there's a magic way that works 100% of the time. There isn't. But you can definitely do things to increase your chances of one day getting back with your ex. I suggest that you subscribe to my podcasts and check out all of the ones that I've done on how to try and increase the chances of getting your ex back, because they are plentiful on my channel. I have uploaded a lot of podcasts on this very subject, so please make sure you check them out. So now we're going to move on to number 2, and that is you have the chance to experience new things. So if you're going through a breakup and you're starting to feel really worried, you're starting to feel fearful, I'm here to try to soothe those fears, soothe your feelings, and try to give you the positivity that you need to have the outlook on. So as I said in number 1, you don't know if it's actually really the end. It might not be the end. And with that in mind, number 2 is that you now have chance to experience new things. So when you are in a relationship, you have a responsibility to that relationship. You have a responsibility to commit a certain amount of time to that other person, whether that is via messaging, phone calls, video calls, meeting in person. You're going to be spending time, even if it's just 20, 30 minutes every day messaging, because there's a bit of distance between you possibly. Whatever it is, you're committing that time. So now you are going through a breakup. One of the silver linings, if we're going to try to look for these positive points of view, is that you now have a chance to experience new things because you do have more time. And although that can be a negative and something that feels really bad and difficult to get through if you don't manage it right, this new sense of more time, you can use this to your advantage in a positive way to experience new things and to become a better person, to become a fuller person. You could be the type of person who has always wanted to travel somewhere, always wanted to do something, but you've never had that chance whilst in the relationship because you've just never had time. Well, now you do. And as I said on point number 1, you don't know what the future holds. Okay, you don't know whether you're going to get back together in a while, but currently there's a breakup taking place. It's been decided by one or both of you that the relationship should end at this moment, and hence you no longer have that responsibility to commit the time. In particular, if you've been dumped, you do not want to be sitting at home waiting for the phone to ring or something like that. You need to be kind of getting out there and trying new things. Make sure you connect with your friends. A lot of people in relationships do lose some connection with their friends, and this is a great chance to reconnect. Have fun. Just do things with a bit of spontaneity. You can now, as I said, go out and do new things, travel to new places, join clubs, groups, classes, Try these new things. Do the things you've always wanted to do and the things you've never even thought about doing. Use this breakup as a potential for self-growth. Okay, so now let's move on to point number 3 and the final point of today's podcast of why not to be fearful if you're going through a breakup. And point number 3 is that with or without your ex, you will have a positive future. Now, this is a phrase I say a lot. If you listen to my other podcasts, you'll be familiar with me saying this phrase. And this is because it's exactly what it says on the tin. With or without your ex, you will have a positive future. So the way I look at things is that either you will one day get back with your ex, and this could be far into the future, okay? It doesn't always happen very quickly. In fact, it's very rare that it takes days or weeks. It's more likely to take months or even up to a year when a connection can take place, okay? So whether or not that happens, you will either get back with your ex or you will find an even better connection. And therefore, with or without your ex, you will have a positive future. And the reason I say this is because if you follow my advice, there's a lot of it in regards to self-improvement. So whether or not you actually get your ex back, if that's what you want to do, you will put yourself in a position where you are a better person than you was yesterday. You will be constantly going through self-growth. You will be going through self-improvement. You will be a better, more fulfilled person. And because you are, that means you're going to be able to find a connection with somebody higher up the ranks, if you want to put it that way. Okay, so if we're going to look at it on a scale as such like this, you're going to be somebody who is deemed attractive in so many different ways by people who you probably thought you could never have a connection with. So people that you may have thought was out of your league, you will now start to have interest. They will start to show interest in you because you are now a more fulfilled person. But the reason why you had lower self-esteem and probably thought, okay, they're out of my league, is because you wasn't hitting your potential. You wasn't using the self-growth you needed to. You wasn't being the best person you could be. And hence, in the past, you probably never felt that attention from such people. Whereas if you go through self-improvement, you will start to notice that people you thought was too good for you, and something, that's something that you should never think. But no doubt you did think that. You will start to feel that they are starting to notice you. So this is why I say with or without your ex, you will have a positive future, because you will either get back with your ex or you will find somebody that was an even better connection. So, you're going to be able to look back in years to come and say, wow, okay, that breakup, it put me through hell, but I worked through it. I became a better person, and I've now been happy for a number of years. And that could either be because you've got your ex back, or it could be because you're now with somebody else, somebody who perhaps wouldn't have given you a second look before, but now you're more confident in yourself. You've got more self-esteem and you're more complete. You're more skillful, you're more educated, you're healthier, you're fitter, you're all of these things. And that is why you will have a positive future, irrespective of whether you get your ex back or not.
Yeah, if you miss your ex, we can help with that. Help you get him back, or we can help find you someone else. Yeah, Vincent Bo, the relationship coach, giving you some insight, bringing you a new approach. DateMe.tips, go and check the site, giving you advice, helping with your love life. Get your ex back, or move to the next. Ain't no sweat, Vincent Bo got you. Finding love ain't no problem. Yeah, DateMe.tips, check it out now.